Assalamu alaikum.
Okay.
I'd like to welcome you to Mr. Quick's online video lesson.
Some phrases.
Check this out.
Slap you one of those objects in there. Come on in. Yes. All right. All right, let's get started here. Get your notebooks out. This is where we stopped yesterday. Okay. Yes. We stopped yesterday. We were talking about complete sentences. Complete sentences. Notebooks, please. Quickly. Yes. Quickly. Complete sentences. In talking about complete sentences, we came up with an equation that we're going to apply concerning complete sentences during this very short discussion. We decided that the subject will be represented by an S, the verb by a V, and the phrase by a P. So let's apply this equation to some examples here. Yes. Okay, here we go. Subjects. What is a subject anyway? What's a subject? It's what? Something that have what? Something that does what? Yes, ma'am.
The part about something that's being said.
The part about something that's being said. Yes. Subjects can be objects, events, people, and ideas. Yes? Punctuality is extremely important if you don't want me to deduct points from your grade. Yes. Okay. Okay. Subjects are usually in the most important part of the sentence. And of course, that's the first part. Yes. The most important part is usually the first part. Not always, but usually. Okay, let's see. Yes, sir, Mr. Leban. Okay, here we go. In this sentence here, I want you to tell me what the subject is. We got John, Mary, men, women, my uncle, chairs, dogs, and World Series, freedom next year. Okay, where's the subject in this sentence, sir? All of them. You agree with that, sir? Yes? Oh, okay. All right. No problem. How about this one? John loves Mary. Yes. John and Mary are the subjects. John is the subject?
John, only John. And Mary's the object.
Okay.
Yeah, Mary's the object.
Where's the subject?
John.
Raise your hand. Yes, ma'am. John, that's right. Absolutely correct. Yes. Yes. John is the most important part of the sentence. Yes. Because he's the one with the money. Get it. Okay, all right. Yes, let's talk about verbs here. What is a verb? Yes. Yes, sir. What's a verb? What does a verb do? Does it run, jump, walk, fly, sing? Huh? It describes action. Okay. It describes action. Yes. So does it what does it do? Does it run? Does it jump? Does it talk? Does it walk? It does everything. Yes. Yes. Movement is the main function of verbs, movement that affects the subject. Well, yes, and that's what I was trying to say. Subjects can run, walk, sleep. It's our favorite pastime, right? Yes. Okay, here we go. Subjects are and will be. Yes. And it's verbs that allow subjects to move, and movement draws attention to our sentences, making them interesting. Can you imagine what it would be like with no verbs? What would reading be like with no verbs? Boring. What we do? What makes sense? No. Movies, people would do what? I wouldn't do anything. You need verbs. Yes, we need verbs in life. Yes. Okay, we got that? Yes. So, moving right along. Object phrases. Look at this. Look at this. Object phrases. Yes, sir, Mr. Muhammad. What is an object phrase? Miss Hafsa, what is an object phrase?
It's the phrase where the object is named.
Yes?
A phrase that attaches to the main sentence in many ways.
In many ways, yes. Yes. Very interesting here. You remember the equation? We're going to put it to use now. Do we remember the equation? What does the S represent? The V represent? And the P represents not just the phrase, the object phrase. Yes, okay. That's the focus of our little discussion right now. Object phrase. Because I asked some students, well, I asked all students actually, to stop writing simple sentences. We don't write those anymore. That requirement is for this class also. I'm asking all the students to write complex and compound sentences. Or complex and compound sentences. However, unfortunately, some students are writing phrases thinking they are clauses. So let's take a look at this. Yes, you were right. Then we get that. Okay, no problem. No big deal. I want to ask you a question. Just a simple question. Simple question. What's the difference between a phrase and a clause? Miss Amir.
A phrase is a word that might or might not have both a subject and a verb.
Okay. And how does the phrase differ from a clause?
A clause will have a subject and a verb. But it could like stand alone or not.
Right.
It will always have a subject.
Right. But a phrase? Might not. A clause always has a subject and a verb, a subject and a predicate. But a phrase will not. Not might not, will not have both. Okay. All right, here we go. Here is a simple sentence. Hey, I'm going to give it to, I guess I give it to Mr. Ahmed here. Yes. John drives. Simple sentence. We don't write those anymore. But simple sentence. We have a subject and a verb. Mr. Ahmed, we're missing something in our equation. Take your time. Take your time. What are we missing in our equation? Take your time. Okay. We're missing anything? You can look at your notes. Remember the equation? Object phrase, yes. An object phrase, yes. Okay, well do this for me. Add one. Now everybody in here, while Ahmed is trying to figure that out, should be asking themselves a few questions. What is a phrase? You can answer that, no problem. What are the types of phrases? Because there are different types of phrases. You have to decide on one of the types of phrases. Slap you one of those objects in there. And then an object phrase. So we need to add one to this simple sentence. John drives. Yes, Mr. Ahmed. Got it yet? You can do it. Miss Norton, welcome back. I wouldn't be absent 5 days this quarter if I were you.
Huh?
I wouldn't be absent 5 days if I were you. We'll talk about it later. Okay. I need an object phrase. You got one for me?
John drives fast on the highway.
Yes?
John drives the car.
John drives the car. Okay. You wanted to say something, Miss Amira?
I was going to say
John drives his car. What kind of phrase did you add? Oh, you didn't think I was going to ask you that? What type of phrase did you add, Miss Norhan? We got to start with Norhan first. What type of phrase did you add? Okay, now listen to the question. I'm not asking you to complete the sentence. I mean, we're doing that. It is a complete sentence, but I'm not asking you to do that because it is. We have, John drive. That's a complete sentence. That's okay. That's a simple sentence, but complete. I want to add a phrase, an object. You have to tell me what type. Yes.
John drives to the car.
Okay, and what type of phrase are you adding here? See, I already know that the answer to the questions I'm asking you are on the website because this PowerPoint presentation is on the website. But I want you to know everything surrounding it. No. We went over how many types of phrases in here? 5. I want to know what type of phrase is that. That's the infinitive phrase she just said? Yes?
it starts with a 2.
But the word after 2 is an article. Prepositional phrase. Yes. Thank you very much. John drives to the park. Occupant. We completed our equation. Subject, verb, object phrase. We added a prepositional phrase here. Okay, let's make it more interesting. And Muhammad will take this one for us. Let's add some more phrases. Add more phrases to what we already have. And you have what type of phrase you added. You have to tell me what type of phrase you added. Okay. Mom, anything? Guessing is the first step to success. No, trying is the first step to success. Well, guessing, trying. Okay. Mr. Liban? Anything you like. Any type of phrase you feel. Any type of object phrase that you would like. Or any type of phrase. Object phrase, no object phrase. Okay, why don't you help us out?
John drives to the park
For the what?
for the food competition.
For the food competition. What type of phrase is that?
It's still a prepositional phrase, isn't it?
Is it?
To the park. John drives to the park.
No, to the park. We got that. I'm talking about the phrase you added. What type of phrase is that?
It's still a prepositional phrase.
It-
We have 4. 4 is a preposition.
Is it? You think so? You disagree? You disagree? You don't know what she said there. You disagree? What were you going to say?
She knows John drives to the park.
She knows John drives to the park. What kind of... I don't know. I don't think so. Yes, Miss Amira?
John drives to the park, a public playground. As a positive. The park being.
Okay, that kind of sounds like you just stuck it there. A public park. Anyone else? Why don't you give it a shot?
drives his car on the road.
We're adding to this, but that's okay. Add to it with the same phrase you just said.
John drives his car to the park.
No. Anyone else? You said on the road, right? Then you say on the road? Yes? How about, I don't know, you tell me. I mean, you know, would you add that? You want to do that? Yes?
John drives to the park every day to practice his driving test.
I just want you to add a phrase. That's all I want you to add is a phrase.
Every day. Every day. John drives to the park every day.
John drives to the... Nope. I just want a
John
phrase.
drives to the park every day at 8:30.
I only want you to add a phrase. Yes.
John drives to the park to play basketball.
Oh, okay.
John drives to the park.
Wait. What kind of phrase did you add? Prepositional. Anyone disagree with that? No one disagrees with that? Well, let's see what we have here. According to Mary, John drives to the park in the morning. What did we do here?
We added two phrases.
Really? What kind of phrases did we add? You sure? What kind of phrases did we add here? We added two. What kind? What kind? John, yes. Yes. A John phrase according to Mary. John drives to the park. We already had that to the park, that prepositional phrase. In the morning. Is that another prepositional phrase? Yes? Okay. Moving right along here. Yes. Well, this is the problem. Fragmented sentences. In relation to the sentences we write for vocabulary, how does that, apply to us? How does this problem apply to us? Incomplete sentences usually result from writing a phrase as if it were a complete sentence. This is the problem I'm finding. Some people are thinking they're writing a compound sentence by adding a phrase to an independent clause, thinking they have two independent clauses. That's not correct. Is it? No? According to Mary. Ahmed. Okay. All right, tell me about this sentence. Where's the verb? Mohammed, where's the verb? There's no verb? You sure? Who disagrees? Anyone disagree? No? There is no verb. So why we have a full stop there? That's a fragment, yes. In the same way that we would put a full stop here, some people are putting a comma there or calling it a compound sentence. Yes, that's a problem. That's a problem. Or they put nothing there and they just slap that there at the end after independent clause. That is not going to be a compound sentence. That's going to be a problem for us. How about that? Is that okay? Yes? John drives to the park in the morning. We have all the necessary items we need for a sentence here. Sentence, phrase. Independent clause, phrase. Independent clause, phrase. Independent clause, phrase. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. I would do this at home. I would write the notes down from here first and then come to class and add to it. Yes. Look at that. The paragraph. We have made it to the next level, the paragraph. The paragraph. Okay, here we go. What is a paragraph anyway? A bunch of words. How many sentences you need for a paragraph, Mr. Achman? 5, 10, 15, how many? Between 5 and 15? How about you? How many sentences we need for a paragraph? 10 sentences? Okay, all right. How many sentences we need? 5 sentences. All right. How many sentences we need? 5. 5 to 7. Yes. A series of sentences. How many? Okay. Would you do me a favor? Take that out of your brain for me. The number of sentences has nothing to do with it being a paragraph. Absolutely nothing. The paragraph is a series of sentences developing one topic. Please remove that, erase that, eradicate that from your brain matter area. This whole idea of if I have 5 or 7 or 10 sentences, then I have me a nice fancy paragraph. It's not the case. Sorry.
So if it's like 2 sentences?
It could be a paragraph with 1 sentence. Yes.
So it's weird, but never mind.
That's okay. All right. Here we go. Moving right along. Let's talk about the topic sentence. Let's not waste any time with it. The topic of a paragraph is stated in 1 sentence. This is called the topic sentence. It's what you learned in 4th grade. Topic sentence. If you didn't get it in 4th grade, that's why you're having a problem with writing a thesis statement. That's why your SAT tutor can't teach you how to write a thesis. Because back when they were in 4th grade, they didn't learn how to write a topic for a sentence for a paragraph. So what did they tell you to do with the essay? Just write an introduction in the topic sentence. Telling you nothing about the thesis. That's okay. We'll get the paragraph. You'll see what I'm talking about. I mean, we'll get the essays. You'll see what I'm talking about. The topic.
Yeah, it's the same thing as the thesis.
Nope.
No, thesis is...
No, relax. We're going to come to that when we go over essays. So, properly. Yes. The rest of the paragraph. We got a topic sentence, so what are we going to do with the rest of the paragraph?
The body.
The rest of the paragraph consists of sentences that develop or explain the main idea. Yes? Feast your eyes upon this piece of masterpiece here, paragraph. Okay? We're going to try to figure out what the main idea of this paragraph is. Okay? Sit together. You see we have our green areas. Okay, all right, here we go. Through the centuries, rats have managed to survive all our efforts to destroy them. Here we go. We have poisoned them and trapped them. We have fumigated, flooded, and burned them. We have tried germ warfare. Some rats even survived atomic bomb tests conducted somewhere in the Pacific after World War II. Here we go. In spite of all our efforts, these enemies of ours continue to prove that they are the most indestructible of pests. Indestructible of pests. Right down here. Right down in this area over here. Okay, now I want you to tell me where the main idea is. So where's the topic sentence? Is it always at the beginning or can it be down at the end down here? Yes. Where's the topic sentence? Both? Okay. Who agrees? Who disagrees? Who disagrees? You disagree, yes. Where is the topic? The first one. What's the main idea?
The rats having managed to survive.
Give me the main idea.
The whole thing?
The whole thing is the main idea. Okay, let me ask you a question. Simple question. I'll give this question to Mr. Laban. Here we go. Let's say, for instance, we got a paragraph here. Let's say we wanted to talk about the types of foods rats eat. Where would we put that in this paragraph? Put it somewhere in the middle? How about you, Ms. Norhan? Where would you put it? In the middle? How about you? Where would you put it? You wouldn't put it. What would you do?
Starting
You need to listen. You wouldn't put anything having to do with what types of foods rats eat in this paragraph, but you could start another paragraph and talk about it, because these sentences here have to support this in order for it to be a paragraph. So, let's take a look here. We have our main idea. We need that. We have the concluding sentence. Yes, and we have, yes, the supporting sentences. Yes. And of course, the bomb there, and of course, there's a rat. Mr. McGinn. Okay, here we go. Yes. Did you understand that? That we have to start a new paragraph and we want to talk about something else? Yes? Okay, very interesting. Okay. How do we develop paragraphs?